The Lanes condominiums are being built, continue to be built. JP L'Oreal this way, JP L'Oreal that way, as it says on the sign. I'm going to go and meet George today. Annie's at home. Here's the Caranderias on the corner. 3214 is not open. Hasn't been open for months. It's the other two Caranderias. People are coming in. Rice is 15 peso. You can get some tutalong for around 35, and you can get a viand or viand for about 80 peso. Yeah, that gives you a good viand. Doesn't give you something that looks like it just come out of a packet. It looks like it's home cooked by the Caranderia cook. Nice and hot today, very hot. I'm going to turn around and add a little bit to this vlog today about ID. It wants the bank details, it wants the money, and it has 6 different ways to turn around and pay the money in. You know, you have to turn around and press, move on to the next one, press this, move on to the next one, press this, move on to the next one. So we're back in video, yeah, and we're there, and we're waiting. And what's my number though? So you get a little bit of paper from this. So this is the writing, and this is what I can't see because God is taking away my eyesight, yeah. But it says over there in big letters, we find ways. Yeah, if you believe that, you believe everything. So, yeah, I'm not talking to anybody in here today because I got accused of shouting. Yeah, I'm just talking to you. Yeah, so there we go. We're going to have some lunch today. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. There's 40 people queuing. Yeah. Let's see what happens. 11:30. This is Aloha. This is Elan.
The pretty one.
Yeah, we're doing pictures. We're doing pictures. Hello, pictures. Hello. And here we have bimbak. Bimbak. They do really nice. We're at Balugi today. Beef soup. There's beef soup. There's Ellen. And Aloha. Look at that. Oh, look. There's mine. So I got fish cakes, tutalong. There's Antoinette. There we go.
Mix. I'm gonna share rice.
Oh, look at that. So we got some pork coming, we've got beef coming. So we're having lunch. So this is a celebration lunch really, because Annie passed her exam. Didn't you, darling? Yeah, she passed. But she doesn't like to tell everybody, so we're coming out for lunch.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. How is the food?
Great.
It's okay, Lang?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Great food, there we go. The first thing the two girls did was look at the menu, made faces at the prices, and put the menu back down. Oh my god. Yeah. So we're mixing the big batch. There we go. In the background you can hear the pork ribs cooking. I'm waiting for my San Miguel light. We have traditional lemonade here behind this glass.
It's really good.
Really, full of lemon, full of flavour.
Full of flavor.
There's Antoinette.
There, down. So mix up. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. King, you should be here. Stop holding your oitin on the basketball courts. Yeah? There we go. Yes, it's okay, darling. It's only YouTube. Yeah.
Bon appetit, guys.
Bon appetit. So King didn't win the championship yesterday at Panabu.
First place.
Got first place?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
I like this one.
You like the bambit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the beef soup?
Yeah, the soup.
Yeah.
Ano ko favorite dire?
I like the soup as well.
Kaya nang
Beefy, strong flavour. Yes, please. Sean, thank you very much for your update. We're here at Can Offi, and we have Jay. He's a bit embarrassed, a bit of nosebleed, but this coffee place has been open since Tuesday. And your name is?
My name is Red, sir.
Raz.
Red.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And I'm having coffee latte here. It's in SM Langan. Look at that. Very, very nice. I think it used to be a kebab store, but now it's coffee. Nice, clean, very, very nice. Nice syrups. Look at that. That's very, very good. You can chill in the cool breeze. You have additional coffee. You have additional sticks. Price list. So I'm having a coffee latte for 100 peso, 120 peso. In it, very, very nice. Oh, Sean, thank you very much. We're here. Can Offi, and now is SM, and here is the coffee. I'm enjoying. It's January the 12th, and I've been to the bank on Tuesday this week. I've updated my address, I've updated my picture, I've updated my passport, I've updated my visa. That's with the bank, and they take copies of all of that and you sign for it 3 times. That's the bank. Driving license is due next year, but when I went in this week to turn around and update my driving license with my new address, they turned around and said come back next year. So I have a driving license, but it has my old address on it, and they don't want to update it yet. They'll update it next year when it's for renewal. So that driving license sits there. So when I use that driving license as an ID, a form of ID in the Philippines, it's got my old address on it, which means they won't accept it because it's not the current address, because the bill, the electricity bill or the water bill or the rental bill I have on the property here doesn't marry to that driving license. So it's an invalid address, so you can't use it as ID. That's quite strange really that they actually do that. Annie 6 months ago went and applied for her national ID for the Philippines, and she can't use this address. She has to use her previous address, which is down in whereabouts is it? It's downtown DAVAO, and begins with G. Yeah, I've forgotten what it's called. Anyway, so Annie's turned around and she's used that address on her ID. So she went in this week to apply where the ID was, because it's 6 months, and they turned around and said it'll be another 6 months to a year before the national ID card will be sent to her. So she can't use that ID for Annie to turn around and put forward for her schooling or anything like that, or her banking. So she's still running on her old address. Now I've also been into my visa, going to my visa office, because I've just given them my new passport. I've updated my new address, and I've updated my ID, and I've updated my bank details with the SRRV. So I did that yesterday, Wednesday. But before I could do that, the Wednesday before, I had to turn around and go to the police department and get a clearance at the police department, which took quite a while. And I had to turn around and produce ID, and I had to turn around and put down my address, and I had to turn around and complete the paperwork, and I had to give photo pictures, and I had to give written documentation from the bank to prove who I was, and I had to show copies of my passport. So I've updated my
PMB police records, and you have to do this every time your documents change as a foreigner. If you just turn around and get caught without updated documentation, if it's like your driving license, it's 10,000 peso. 10,000 peso. So anyway, so I updated that with the PMB, not last Wednesday, the Wednesday before. Last Wednesday I had to go to the barangay captain here where we live in Belisario and Onglatero and talk to them, and I had to turn around and give them the police clearance. I had to give them a copy of my visa details, a copy of my passport, sign for it 3 times, hand it all over, and then I also had to turn around and register my motor, my scooter, and get that ID for the barangay, which was 200 peso. So 200 peso for my bike, it was 1,000 peso for my barangay captain to turn around and register me in the barangay. I also had to turn around and produce my Vaxa and my COVID testing results to the local barangay for my ID clearance. So I've updated my barangay this year, current, with my new passport, my new visa, my new IDs and everything like that. I've updated my bank, I've updated the PMB. I'm not allowed to apply for a national ID because I'm not a Filipino, so that doesn't help. We're waiting for Annie's, as I just said. That's going to turn around and be another 6 months to a year. I don't understand why it takes so long to get ID when it's all electronic, and it's, you know, when I got my driving license here, I went into the office, I turned around, I did all the paperwork, I turned around and sat down with the police, they printed me off an ID and they gave it back to me. That's all registered. I don't understand why it takes so long, all these other places. I mean, Annie had to go to SM Langham, and there was an office there with opposite the passport office, and she updated that, but we've been back and they turned around and told her it's going to be another 6 months to a year. I think it will turn up in about another 4 months. I think it will be 6 months to a year total. It's not 6 months in a year from this week, because that would just be absolutely absurd, wouldn't it? But so that's the update of IDs, what you need to turn around and do. So my bank's been updated, the police has been updated, the barangay captain's been updated, the registration on the bike's been updated.